Say it in comments. Say it in comments.
All right, so we're starting.
Yeah, so let me start it off. Welcome back to Say It in Common, where we talk about it all, not just Dungeons and Dragons. I'm Seth Templin.
I'm Tyrell Merle.
Anthony Tate.
Kale. Oh man, AJ's not here. He is currently picking up his sister at the airport.
But he's going to be the first person to listen to this.
He will. Hi AJ, we love you. We appreciate everything you do.
Mm-hmm. Every bit.
Every bit. We should help you more. Okay. You guys need to go check out Tiger Skull RPG.
Of course.
You know, that's a given at this point.
Yeah.
That's just, you should know. I think he's a little bit busy at the moment. He said he just moved. I've been checking out his Discord. He's playing with Unreal Engine. What are we at now? Is it 5? 5?
I think it's 5 now.
He's like making a video game.
Oh, wow.
I don't know. He's too busy to like be printing stuff right now, but he's posting a whole bunch of stuff. He's making a video game.
That is lit.
Looks pretty cool.
We wish him all the luck.
Don't forget to check us out on Mondays and Fridays streaming. AJ,
We try to stick to that as best we can.
AJ tries. I just can't hardly stream anymore. AJ told me today that we're just gonna go over to your house, Kyle, and we're gonna hook you up because he thinks that we could put our entire brand on your back.
Oh, that's fantastic.
just-
I will make you guys so disappointed.
All right, so let's keep it common. Talk about the game last week, or no,
Last time.
Last time. It's been a while.
I was out.
3 months ago.
I was out, except for just a couple of, minutes of...
We missed 2 games, right? Since then,
We missed a date for one, I know.
we had a COVID scare
Yeah.
because my wife had a bad tooth and went to the doctor, and the doctor told her that she had tested positive for COVID. She came home and literally took 12 tests, and none of them were positive, and she never felt a single thing. So whether she might have been getting over COVID, and like that test at Heber was the very last time she could test positive, and by the time she got home, she was completely over it, or that doctor's test was just wrong. So we missed a whole month of play because of that.
Yeah, we've been put back about 3-4 weeks, something like that.
I feel like we missed another day though.
We did. We rescheduled twice.
I thought we did. I can't remember why we rescheduled the first time.
The COVID one was the second time.
Yeah, but why did we do it the first time?
Not enough people can make it.
Yeah.
I thought that was the COVID one.
I think I remember what you're talking about. But like,
Oh, wait, was it the school thing? Or not school.
It was so important. It's such an important thing that Tate couldn't make it. Who else couldn't make it?
Hold on.
Dustin couldn't make it, and Ryan couldn't make it. Ryan had birds going out,
Okay.
and Dustin, school was starting.
I thought that was because of COVID. He didn't want to come because
that
it was
was a
COVID.
COVID thing.
No, I
we
don't know.
We were trying to
couldn't-
play on a Friday, right?
Yeah.
it does feel like it's been
Why did we?
forever though.
Anyway, so that we were supposed to kind of get into that fight that night, and we just stretched preparing for that fight into like a pretty good 2.5 hour episode. I wasn't too upset by it. I've been told by some of our listeners that it was like actually scary, and
What?
yeah,
For real?
yeah,
That's awesome.
But it was like very tenseful. Tense is better, maybe a better word.
Dude, nice.
Because I mean, we were waiting on Tate. We had to call Tate. That was a fun call. Are you going back through the messages to see why we couldn't go?
That's exactly what I'm doing.
Man,
That's
fantastic.
Monday, August 8th. So that's the first. That's when we went out because of the COVID thing, right? Yeah. Why did she keep testing? There's the question. Okay.
So my uncle was there, my cousin Tanya's dad, and the reason I'm such a big dork is because of him growing up. Well, I was telling him, I was like, yeah, I have to leave at 4. I got to make sure I'm out of here by 4. I got D&D tonight, and he got so excited. He's like, dude, I got D&D tonight.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, man, that's awesome. I said, you guys do a podcast? He said, no, we used to. We don't anymore. I said, we do. And I said, we even got a sponsor. Like, it's so much fun. And he's like, no way. How many listeners you guys got? I was like, man, I think it's around like 2,500. It's over 2,000 now, I think. And he was just baffled by it. He said he did a comic book one for 5 years, and they only had like 500 followers. So thank y'all.
I don't know
Thank
how many
you so
followers
much.
we have, but yeah. AJ said I think we're at 4,000 listens or something.
Holy crap, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, then I was off. Listens and followers, I guess, different things.
Very different. Yeah,
I'll be
because
sure
we
to
have a lot of
let them know.
content out there.
Yeah.
We have a lot of content, so it doesn't take. I think
I'll be
we're.
sure to let them know, but thank y'all anyways.
Yes, we appreciate every listener we have.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can't help, I'm kind of good.
Tell us who you are.
Why do you listen to
You know,
me, but
just
you won't let
send
me
us
know who you are?
Send us a DM on Instagram at the Commoners Official.
Why are you stalking my page, but not let me know you?
Like a picture for us.
Man, I don't know. I'm so pumped. I am so pumped.
I'm excited for tonight. Finally get this fight underway. Still might kill all y'all. Don't know.
Dude, oh, that would be so fantastic.
Yeah, very anticlimactic if we all just died. So, Tyrell, you were there for the game, right?
Yes.
Yeah. What did you think of it? Was it scary to you?
I wasn't expecting the secret entrance at the end to go to,
Yeah.
or at least what we think is to the castle, I guess. Not for sure, I guess, yet, are we?
You're not sure. You don't know where it's really going. You have an assumption that it's headed to the castle.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I forgot all about that.
Yep. I wish Dustin was here, even though he wasn't part of the game. You know, that was a big part of why we went ahead and pushed it off both times. Like, we had enough people we could have played during the COVID scare, but like the people who mattered wouldn't have been able to be there because like Dustin's been driving this along with Kyle and Ryan. You know, so we wanted to make sure everyone would be there that mattered.
Oh, for the orphanage?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You know, and hopefully tonight we're gonna resolve the orphanage a little bit. But I was thinking, like, do y'all have a plan for what y'all plan on doing with all the kids?
Yep.
What's
Maybe.
Rask's plan?
I'm not going to tell you.
I don't think
Wait,
Rask
so-
even
I
knows
don't know
fully.
what Ras is doing, bro.
Yeah.
Kale.
Dude,
I wondered if that was something y'all even processed thinking about. Like, y'all are about to be responsible for 30 to 60 kids or so. Like,
Oh, wow.
I may have to retire. I may have to retire from adventuring. I'll make my new character. Don't worry, I'll roll him up in here in just a few minutes.
Okay.
You know?
How are we going to get them out of there without the guards noticing 60 kids or whatever running through the streets?
Well, I mean, they can still stay at the whatever. They don't have parents.
you think they can stay at the orphanage? There's a direct tunnel that leads straight to their insides.
We keep going.
Who's that?
Who is this?
Dustin?
Ryan?
Hey, it's Ryan. Hi, welcome to Say It in Common.
Welcome to Say It in Common.
Hi, Ryan.
Everybody, Ryan Armstrong,
A wild Ryan Armstrong.
as we like to call him, Strong Arm.
Strong arm Ryan.
Wait, does he only have one strong arm?
It's mostly about he strong arms you into being his friend.
Oh.
Huh?
This group right here.
Yeah.
Ryan, are you going to join us on Say It in Common?
Yeah, pick up a mic off the floor, my guy.
Game doesn't start till 7 o'clock. So happy you're. Yeah.
Even maybe
Must not
even
been
later.
checking the text messages. No. That's cool.
Yeah, it's okay. You can hang out here.
Might be later, honestly, because AJ. Well, that's rough.
Well, hey, listen. There's a bathroom in there. Why don't you just curl up next to a warm towel?
Now, one of those is specifically yours. I don't know if that's it or not, but it'll be fine. It's on.
It'll
the
work
thing.
for now.
Yeah, your name is written on there. On
Oh,
one of
really?
those.
That's
Yeah.
cool. I've never actually looked at the stuff
this is
AJ does.
actually my mic.
Yeah, that's actually your mic.
Man, that's
You
so
can take
special.
it home after this is done.
Yes. So you
I
can't
don't think
reuse it for
AJ would
nobody.
like that.
Just bring it back next time you
So,
come.
Ryan, what did you think of the game that last we played?
Which one?
The filler waiting on Anthony to get to the orphanage.
Oh my gosh, I was on the edge of a cardiac arrest the entire game.
Okay, so you thought it was tenseful and like. And
Do what?
You thought it was like.
Oh yeah. Like Okay, Ryan so wanted to say, nope, we are not going down to fight whatever the crap is down there without the rest of our party. Vistrid is like, we got to save the kids. We got to save the kids.
Yeah.
It's a no win, you know.
But honestly, I love when you called Anthony.
Yeah.
And like you gave him just a brief summary
that
of
Buck would have known.
Yeah.
this is where we are. This is what's going on. This is everything Buck would know. Mm-hmm. What would you do? And thing is, like, I don't know what were you doing? Like when
Driving.
he
He was
called?
driving
I was driving.
because he kept
Like,
losing us.
You were instantly in it.
Yeah.
You were instantly
My funniest thing is like, he's
involved?
like, can AJ hear me? I don't want to give the kids to Gen Z because he'll get mad at me.
like Sybil's right outside. You would know Sybil's right outside. You would know Sybil's right outside.
Yeah, like you told me that, but I felt like the entire time that you were telling me stuff, I was like, what? What's happening? What?
It would have been funny if we could have recorded on your side so we could have heard what you heard.
I was freaking out, dude. I was just...
Was you with people or were you alone?
No, I was by myself, but I was in an area that the service can just drop off like that, which is like really close to my house. And here's the thing, the half mile or quarter of a mile from the road to my house or whatever it is, as you're getting close to the house to where you can get picked up off of Wi-Fi and Wi-Fi calling is enabled, there's no service. Mm-hmm. So I was like sitting there like going 25 miles an hour in a 55. And I'm like, please, no one come up behind me. This is important.
That's so funny.
And, oh my gosh.
But like, I love how instantly invested you were.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, I was sitting here. I was like sitting there, like, dude, these guys, they're going to be getting into something. There's going to be something going on, and I'm just sitting here doing whatever. And then all of my anxieties were instantly
Realized
Yeah,
when the phone rang.
yeah. It's like, oh, they're calling me. I wonder if everybody's dead. That was
You'd
my
said
first
to call you if I needed to, and I was like,
Yeah,
well,
my first thought was, okay, so this is probably everybody has just died, so let me answer this phone call. And sure enough, we're getting into a terrible situation where this is exactly what Buck would need to, be involved in directly, and he's not there. So it's just like, okay, great, I'm a failure.
You were really close to being left with those kids.
Oh, dude.
And the whole cast dead.
Yeah. That was going to happen.
We're all going to dot it out.
it's still possible.
Yeah, but I'm there now, right?
Yeah.
We
Y'all have all arrived. Y'all, like, even as Ryan pointed out to me, y'all had crazy high sneaks, but I threw you into the combat, and they already saw you. Like,
I wasn't trying to correct you or anything. I was just...
yeah,
I assumed that she was that powerful
maybe.
that
My thought was, well, I mean,
she saw through
Ras multiple
Corvus's
times
nat
was like,
20
I have
plus 24.
Yeah. Kyle was having Ras be like, I've got a bird and I've got fire.
Yeah, I wasn't hiding. There's no way I was hiding. I had a fiery bird with me.
I need to role play that. Like, maybe the phoenix can like dampen its flames down and become like
Well,
a
is a
phoenix.
phoenix is a phoenix like in this mythos a literal flaming
I have
bird,
to ask him.
or does this bird have flame-like characteristics? Maybe the plumage is that of fire.
I'm going to go off of the stats off the stat block and say, since it's a celestial, it's not the new version out of Mordenkainen's. It's, I mean, you can play it, I guess, whatever you want to do, however you want to do it.
What?
Because,
Now,
like,
is there
Celestial?
one phoenix like the elemental elder? There's the phoenix is the fire, the elder tempest is the lightning.
you're talking about the ones out of Mordenkainen's Tomophobos?
I'm not exactly sure where they were.
In Mordenkainen's, there's like 4 different major
the 4.
elementals. Yeah. And one of them is the phoenix, and it's like a huge, I think
Like a
huge
firebird.
bird, and it's an elemental. Yeah.
So is there one phoenix, or are there phoenixes? Phoenixi?
That's
I
up
would
to
say
Seth.
this is not the one true phoenix. This is just a familiar.
Yeah. I mean that. I think it would be cool though if you went to like the elemental plane of fire, and there was just one, like think of it like a hunting ground. Think of it like a hunting ground. There's no kingdoms. There's nothing. It's just it's all natural, untamed fire domain. and the apex predator of that domain is this giant phoenix.
Yup.
You know what I mean?
Got to mow through it with a fire truck hose. Yeah, dude. That's my phoenix.
That's the one I voted for.
That's peaky. Huh.
Yeah, maybe not. I'm thinking like giant, massive bird with a wingspan.
Call him Pocky. He's ripped, son.
Okay, I'm still in the middle of the latest Tales of Phylexia.
Yeah.
Kyle playing what's her name? Orlean.
Orlean.
Oh my gosh.
Or for his father.
Lean for her mother. Oh my gosh. I am dying laughing. It is the funniest stuff I've ever heard in my life.
Did you hear that he has made himself romantically involved with himself? Did you pick that up?
Wait, what?
Yes.
Orlean is a full orc.
Yeah.
Man
Have
of
you
her
listened to
dreams
it?
with the magic
Okay,
hammer.
yeah. She dreams of her lover taking her to the top of a mountain with his flying hammer. He doesn't have the same religion as her, but
Half her size, but in her dreams, he sweeps her off her feet.
yeah.
Well,
Does Rask know that he's in a relationship?
no, absolutely not.
Okay.
Absolutely not. Lord Gru would never be okay with it, and Orlean knows that.
DM,
So-
I wanted to ask a question.
Yeah.
Tales of Phylexia, are they canon?
Yep. Yeah, this is happening.
So,
Yeah.
Gru, is that a third?
He made a new
third
god.
found god?
He made a new god.
Dude, I'm really good at making these god things, man. I'm accidentally doing this.
I don't know how
didn't even
powerful
think about that.
Gru is, but I mean,
Powerful enough to
give-
throw some pink Eldritch Blast.
Is it?
And also now we have like a whole culture of orcs in the world.
Yep.
Whereas before we didn't.
Still like the
Well, if there's
Kuatoa?
half orcs, then there's got to be orcs.
Well, sure, but you know, there's now this culture. What's up, Tyrell? I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say, is it like the Kuatoa where they make up their own gods and they just start believing in it so much that it actually manifests as an actual god?
Maybe Orlean has that kind of power.
I don't know. I absolutely love role playing though. Like I did Rask as myself, and Orlean was so much fun. So I'm definitely ready for the next one. So if we die tonight, I'm not too upset, but I'll be upset.
I've decided, like, if I'm ever not here and, Vistrid gets played, I want Kyle playing Vistrid.
I'll only be a dog the whole time.
Like, I can only imagine the amount of fun Kyle would have with the animal shapes.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely, dude. I would mess you up bad.
Yeah, you've already made me be a badger in a circus
For a
sideshow.
5-second sideshow.
And
Yup.
That he got fined for.
you still never paid the fines.
Yep, still haven't.
AJ's really bad at reminding me. Actually,
We have a conversation supposed to happen between Rask and Buck.
oh, that's right.
Oh, yeah, that still never
It
happened.
never happened.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what it's over.
He was gonna kill
Dewberry?
Dewberry.
We still haven't talked over Dewberry?
No, it's been that
Good
long,
Lord.
dude. I know. Told you 3 months.
Yeah.
Yep. I thought it was funny how AJ ran out to talk to Sybil. Yeah, that was good. I like that.
I tell you what, this group, like especially Tate, AJ, Kyle, the role playing is so insane. Like,
Yeah,
we go like what?
We can go
3 episodes, 4 episodes sometimes
without combat.
without a single combat.
Yep.
And thing is, like, I don't mind.
Yeah.
Like, as a player, it does not feel
I wish
dead.
we could play more often because of that, though. Like,
Yeah. Definitely. But the role playing part is so much fun.
yeah. Do you agree, Tyrell?
Yeah,
I do.
I mean, I don't.
He likes role playing so much that he's playing 2 characters.
That's true.
at the same time.
At the same
true.
time.
I just can't wait till they have to talk to each other.
It's debatable
Yeah. Anyway.
how much control one character still has over himself, though.
We might see about that somehow a little bit, maybe. I don't know.
Dude, man.
Might run into him.
Might have to fight him.
Dude, yes. If we can make it to the castle, that's where he'll be.
Might have
Okay.
to fight him. He might be part of the.
Don't tell me, but like don't tell me which one. But like Tyrell, do you have a favorite? Like this is the one that I want to play going forward,
I ask him this every time we get together.
Wait, you just said don't tell me.
Wait, don't tell me which one.
Oh,
You're
okay, I got
but
it.
do you have one in mind that this is the one that I plan on going forward with? Or are you just kind of like whatever happens, happens?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much I'm just kind of letting the dice roll as they may, I guess, if you will,
Okay.
for now.
Okay, so
Are you on
apropos.
Team Corvus or not, Ryan?
Do what, I'm sorry?
Are you on Team Corvus?
I like Corvus.
like
I
Corvus?
do like Corvus.
Okay.
I might be a little jaded in my opinion, though, because I am a wild shaping druid without telepathy. And
he's helpful.
From a role play standpoint, and especially recording standpoint,
Yeah.
it's so hard for me to remember that I can't talk.
Right.
Like when I'm in a wild shape.
Yeah. That is
So,
definitely useful.
like with him throwing me like into a mental network, it allows me to just go ahead and talk.
Yeah.
Like
well, you
normal.
just convinced him that he's going to be Corvus for the rest of his campaign.
Corvus is good though.
So I mean, I do like Corvus.
Corvus, his
I also
character
like
is really
Flynn.
great,
You know, that's
but
I mean, you grew up
yeah,
around Threaten. There's no way.
yeah,
Buck could
he's not
replace Threaten.
being replaced. That's the thing.
Yeah, but is he really replacing Thrin is the thing.
He is because you're playing him.
Is he, though?
Yeah,
You're
the
not gonna
clear
play-
definition of what
are
you've done
not
is
going
replace
to be
Threaten with
playing
Corvus.
two characters at one time. That won't happen.
I promise that's not
he looks
happening.
up to the sky like maybe not. I mean, if anyone could pull it off, it'd be Tyrell.
Welcome to the
That's-
commoners of D&D.
Yeah, both of them are so quiet
where
they
we
don't have to talk.
Where we have 7 players and 8 characters.
I was gonna be like, wait, we can make more characters.
yeah, I'm down. You guys need side characters? I'm in.
I was actually looking on a Reddit ask Reddit thing. One of the questions was, what's the scariest thing you've heard as a player that your DM has told you? And one of the comments was, okay, so the 6 of you continue walking, and somebody stops and says, there's only 5 of us. And the DM says, as I said, the 6 of you continue walking. It reminds me that, you know,
That's funny. Thrin's dead.
yeah,
Thrin's gonna die.
I don't know. I wouldn't.
Corvus is gonna kill him.
They already be dead,
Backstab.
technically. You know,
Undead.
undead.
Oh.
Listen, if we meta this thing that we already had to clip out from an
Yeah.
earlier episode
Yeah.
of buying steaks, I
Buying
mean,
Clipped out the
States.
meta?
huh?
He clipped out the meta?
We had to.
He
clip
did a
out
really good job of it too.
Really?
Yeah.
yeah.
Nice.
I think
even know
after
that it
tonight
happened.
we can actually start having open conversations.
Yeah.
That's my plan.
Because this creature.
Yeah.
So we can't go into what about Thrin right now then?
I mean, yeah, sure. This will
was-
drop a little bit
this
before,
will
but
keep the
everyone
con-
knows it's
Undead?
the worst kept secret.
It's okay though. It's such a good secret. It's good. So is Thrin is Thrin
It's Thrin A.
is Thrin is he looking at necks real good? Like is he checking necks out?
Not even gonna. That's.
You know, like I don't know, like if he like has been turned or if he is.
He could be a
like,
thrall.
just bewitched, or you know,
could be a
enthralled,
thrall.
or. But like I'm certain there's some kind of shenanigan going on.
For anybody who's listening who still hasn't picked up on it, we're talking about vampires
Yeah.
because we haven't outright said it.
I feel like it's
if,
very
If you
clear.
listen to the was one of the tales,
The first
of-
tales from Plexi,
Yeah.
I believe. Yeah. See, and I hadn't listened to that before you did.
See, I still actually haven't listened to it.
Oh, okay. I thought you did, and that's why you had just jumped straight to vampire.
No.
So you really guessed that?
That's what that y'all. Okay, like I'm not trying to defend myself or anything.
No. I mean, it's already cut out. I mean, it was not.
Yeah. Like y'all called me out for meta, and yeah, it probably was. But y'all were calling me out for meta for the wrong reason. Like you thought I listened to that, and
Yeah.
like I didn't. I figured that out from in-game information.
Well, I don't remember what in-game information it
Yeah,
was. Though.
that's the
It
thing.
was just your description of her.
Oh, okay.
Like your original description
and
of
her
her.
name, right?
I
You knew
immediately-
the name.
Oh,
didn't
the
you?
name is a
What?
big giveaway.
Didn't
yeah.
you know the name?
Yeah.
Her name? You
Yeah.
knew.
You used
knew
the
that-
historical.
Yeah.
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 And I talked about that a long
history
time ago.
buff.
Yeah.
So like I used all in-game information. So like I really wasn't meta-ing as bad as y'all
Yeah.
thought I was.
Okay.
Like, I wouldn't do that.
If you've listened to the first campaign of Critical Role, you weren't near as bad as Taliesin Jaffe was. Not Taliesin.
Which character is that?
The sorcerer, the Dragonborn.
Oh,
Orion Akaba.
Yeah, the one
Orion.
they ended up getting rid of.
He's like, I'm trying to get 1,000 mirrors, and I'm trying to get a whole bunch of holy water, and that's just what it kind of felt like.
Wasn't he trying to build like some kind of death ray or something with the mirrors?
Yeah.
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 You know,
he never played again.
And I have actually, I've read some stuff on that since.
I've read a bunch of stuff on that.
One of the things that a lot of people will say that Orion Akaba suffered from was main character syndrome.
Yeah.
He wanted to be the answer to every problem.
He was also in love with Marisha.
Oh, was he?
Big time.
I didn't know if he was actually in love with her.
Isn't she
if it was
married
just-
to...
She wasn't at the
they
time.
were
She was
dating.
dating Matt Mercer at the time.
Yeah.
They've been married since. But yeah, it was bad.
Like I also read that they caught him like cheating roles.
Yeah, he would lie on his roll.
Yeah, they had people like
Marisha
the people
started
that were
watching
sitting,
him.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're cheating roles, you're playing the wrong
played with
game.
people who cheat roles.
It's because
What?
they
I've
suffer.
played with people who cheat roles.
They suffer from this main character syndrome where they have to be the solution to every problem. That's just the thing, you know.
I remember
Then
Laura.
go write a novel.
Laura got a natural 20. There was like an acid trap, I think, and or I don't remember, but there was a little tiny button that she had to press, so she shot an arrow, and she got a natural 20, and it was definitely going to happen. But in the middle of the description of how she shot this button, he used a wind, like a gust of wind cantrip or something to force it up into there, and just took away her glory.
Yep.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah.
And then did not want to fight the Beholder.
He ended up just straight up not fighting them.
And then until the very end, and kind of got the killing blow, and I did all of it. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And
I
they actually
really
called
loved
him
his
out
role playing.
They called him out in character on it.
Yeah.
And his character is trying to defend himself about, well, I was guarding our exit strategy, and I was prepping the teleportation circle, and I got the killing. I'm like, yeah, very much. You're right. Main character.
Yeah.
It's funny. I enjoyed his character when I first because I started off early. I enjoyed his character more than any of them, almost right off the bat. He did wear on me, but it was a surprise
absolutely.
when he just disappeared for a while, and then I found out a whole.
The fails
bunch
are
of
really
other stuff.
important, though. It sets the tone.
Absolutely.
Automatically, if I go down, I'm like, oh, crap, dude. I can't do anything now.
Well,
I
which
don't know what's
also
gonna happen.
another thing that sets it up is when you have this where you're fudging rolls, where you succeed at everything. When you fail, your DM is going to make sure that you remember when you fail.
Yeah.
Like when he killed the granny, and it ruined that relationship between him and Allura. Was it?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. See, Allura and
The halfling.
no, what's his character's name? Orion Akaba's character's name.
Stormborn, something Stormborn went
Huh?
Tiberius.
Tiberius. Stormwind.
That's it. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, when Tiberius and Allura were kind of hinting at maybe starting a romance. Even Matt Mercer's talked about this, that after that whole grandma slaying, it was completely nope. And then her ex showed up back in the picture, which is Kima, Lady Kima.
Yeah.
And that just started their relationship up, that was the whole thing. But
Which Orion Akaba started a YouTube show about Tiberius after he was kicked out of the show.
yeah.
And
Really?
yeah, because when they found Tiberius was dead in the campaign, it was kind of a sweet thing. Matt did not have to do that. Matt did a pretty good send off to Tiberius and stuff, but then he immediately put Tiberius is not dead. His story continues, and he created a show.
He was like Tiberius leads the Knights of Dragonlance or something. I can't remember what it was.
The
Draconian Knights,
The
that's
Draconian
it.
Knights. Yeah,
You're right.
that's what the show is called. The
Yeah.
Draconian.
The
Knights.
dude went ahead and took his own character and made his own.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dude,
He
I
does
bet
need to write a book.
I bet he
Yeah, that's-
regrets it though,
you know,
man.
main character.
Critical
Yeah.
Role blew up after he
And they
disappeared.
didn't have the show didn't have the rights to his character.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they couldn't put him in the show.
Man.
So he's got nothing from it.
Yeah.
Insane.
Wow.
And that animated series that they just did takes place he should have been there for some of that, but he's not even.
There's
in
an animated series of Critical Role.
Yeah, you didn't know? It's on Amazon Prime.
Really?
It's the best one. It's about the vampires. It's so good.
Super sweet. Yeah.
It's very graphic.
If we get out of here at a decent time tonight, I'll start
No,
that.
I haven't watched it. Does that cover when Marisha kills the kid?
No.
It
That was
doesn't.
before Stream.
No. This is all stuff that you hear in the podcast.
Yeah, the kid killing was before Stream.
Oh, so the show is in the podcast?
Yeah.
Okay, see, I thought the show was before the podcast.
I would love for that to be the case, but it wasn't.
No, the show is like episode. It's right after Tiberius leaves. It's when they're on their way to Whitestone, and it's the whole Whitestone arc.
But technically,
gotcha.
even just right before that, with the blue dragon, right, or the
It ends there. Oh,
Yeah,
no,
with-
see,
with the general.
that did happen, and that
Did that happen in the podcast?
it happened in the podcast. Yeah,
Okay,
it happened while they were in their city. Yes,
because I don't know why I can't remember that. I remember them being
the Blue Dragon?
yeah.
I just listened to season 1 relatively
Now some of that
recently.
might have been pre-podcast,
That's kinda what
the
I'm
Blue
thinking.
Dragon was killed before podcast.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought because that's included in
but
this.
when they
storyline.
break into that
Barely.
house and they awaken the other dragons or something, that is in the podcast.
Yeah,
Right,
yes.
yeah.
But at that point, they had already killed the Blue Dragon. That was yeah.
Which what level did they kill a dragon? Because they had
ancient blue dragon, wasn't it?
it shouldn't have been in game because they
Yeah,
were like level
I was
3.
thinking about that too.
Oh,
Because
That might have just been storytelling. They might have just wrote that into the camp into the show because I thought that before Stream they had killed like some undead fetus thing. Like I'd heard them talk about that. Like that was the first big boss that they went up against.
Wait, what level are dragons?
There's different levels, but like ancient dragons are like level 25 and
the,
stuff.
the lore master may have a name.
The ancient red, ancient gold are CR26.
But we
think.
maxed out at 20.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
but they
cheap.
also
7 level
they
20s
also-
easily can take a level 27.
Yeah, but they also play a broken campaign. Like they're starting out with like stats, like their strength.
They started
is-
off in Pathfinder, and
Yeah.
then they moved it to 5th edition when they started this.
Is
game.
Friday a tropal? Is that what it was?
I don't know.
The undead fetus.
They just called it an undead fetus thing.
Okay.
Undead fetus god, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, that
Maybe.
definitely
Maybe.
describes.
How do you
an
spell
atropal.
that?
Undead fetus god.
What's that?
ATROAT.
None of those words are very hard.
ATRO.
If I'm not here, I want Kyle playing Vistra.
Undead fetus god.
Like that? Yeah. Okay.
That's fantastic. Yeah, I'm going to go home and watch that.
It's not very many episodes, like 8 or 10. I don't know.
Have you not heard about that?
Actually, Seth brought it up. He said something about it not too long ago, but we didn't have Amazon Prime in time, so we just got that.
It's really funny. I helped sponsor that. I put like $100 in, and I just got on Kickstarter for that one thing. And Kickstarter, Kickstarter got on that thing. Yeah, you owe me money too.
Yeah.
I owe you money too.
Yep.
I might have cash.
But Kickstarter's like, hey, you need to put in your email or your address because you still have stuff supposed to come to you from Critical Role. I was supposed to get dice and some like prints and
Really?
stuff. It ended way back in 2019. I don't know if I'm going to get my stuff or not, but it had me put my stuff in. It's really funny.
I'm gonna text
I'm
Brianna
about
and
to
tell
get
her to give
a Matt Colville book that I bought and I forgot all about. Like his second book. It just like I missed that Kickstarter, but they like sent me an email because I booked back the first one. It was like, hey, do you want to be a part of this? You can get the book for like $40 and it's just the book. So I was like, yeah, that's not a bad deal. So I've got that book coming in. It's supposed to be here probably tomorrow.
Oh, nice. Wait, how much are we doing? 100?
No, it was like 42 or something. I don't remember.
I got so lost. I was trying to divvy it up evenly, and then people were like, "Oh no, I want to give 60. I want to give this."
No, it's going to be just the normal that one thing,
Yeah.
like 42, 25 or something.
Speaking of D&D books, the Spelljammer has finally come out. It's pretty interesting looking. I got it.
I just can't see. It's such a weird concept. I've never watched any Spelljammer played. I've never read any Spelljammer. Like it just doesn't feel like D&D should be in space.
Is that what it is?
Okay, you know how like there's different spells and stuff. You can like teleport and all around like a plane. Like picture a world as like one plane, the prime material plane.
Like a plane. A plate.
The plane.
Not that kind of plane.
So in Stellaris, the galaxy.
Yeah, kind of like that. No, but like Each world is supposed to be surrounded by, I think it's called a phlogiston. It's like a crystal sphere. Cool.
Crystal sphere.
Yeah.
Outside of that is what is called wild space.
Wild space.
Yeah.
Cowboys.
It's better than normal space.
Firefly.
And outside of that is the astral plane.
I think D&D in
And
space
that,
would be
is
sick.
that where the Gith are
That'd
from?
be so cool.
The Gith
So
are-
you could,
D&D in space.
Yeah.
if you have a spell jammer, a helm, which is the seat, you have to have a spellcaster that's able to fly the ship. Mm-hmm. They can literally fly it into outside the phlogiston into wild space. Then after you go so far, you actually start to hit, like, I forgot what it's called, it's like the gray something or another. Anyway, that's where it goes into the astral plane. From the astral plane, it connects into literally
Kyle understands perfectly what you're
all
saying.
the different other world settings. You could go anywhere in
Right.
the D&D
Yeah.
setting.
That's how you get into the MCU.
Yeah, pretty much. It's the multiverse of
Yeah,
D&D.
it's the multiverse.
That's how you travel from one plane to
That
another.
is cool. Like,
Or you could just teleport using plane shift or whatever.
Or you can adapt some Stormlight portals in, and we can world hop.
yeah.
So, like, okay, so that's basically explaining how you can manually go from
Yes.
plane to plane instead of teleporting there.
Well, then
And why not just plane shift? Plane shift
It
is
does.
so much easier.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
but
you-
they have to build the lore of how you can get there, you know.
well, there's actually a
Normal
spell.
people want to go too.
There's actually a spell called.
Let me build a ship in the sky.
There's actually a spell called. I think it's like what's it? Dream of the Blue or something like that. I can't remember what it is.
Dream of the Blue Veil.
Dream of the Blue Veil. You had to have an item from that other world if you wanted to be able to teleport it, but you and I think up to like 8 other creatures, that willing creatures, can teleport to that other place wherever that item is from, if you have said item from that world.
I'd like to see it played. I need to see it played.
That's also where the astral elves,
Yeah.
I feel like it would be an acid trip.
kinda-
Like I would need to have some shrooms
You
beforehand.
should
or
see the artwork
something.
for it. It looks really cool.
I've seen some of the artwork.
It does look like an
That's
acid
why I'm saying
trip.
I need some shrooms for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might need to see Spelljammer played. I want to see Call of Cthulhu played, you know? Like, you know, all kinds of... We're into
I still want to play a zombie game with
weird
y'all.
I just love
cosmic
the idea,
stuff.
the concept of being able to connect all these other different worlds into one big thing too. Like, and also like the astral plane itself. is-
Everything needs a universe. We have to have a connected universe for everything now.
Well, it also is home to the Rock of Brawl, which is like this giant, like mega city that's on this
Rock of
asteroid.
Brawl.
In the astral sea.
Puggy.
Rock of Ages.
It's also home to the Gith Yankee, where all those.
Yeah.
Dude, these names though. Oh my god.
Tyrell
who did the
is,
Gith- who
he
did the
knows the
Gith
lore
fight
so
against?
well.
The Mind Flayers.
Mind Flayers?
Yeah.
I thought there was somebody that, like, in the astral planes that they fought against, like, I don't know.
Wasn't there a civil war with the Gith, and that's what created the Gith Yankee and,
And the
Gith Zerai?
Githzerai, yeah. The Githzerai went to Limbo instead of going to the astral plane.
Slodes. I think that's what I was
also
thinking
where
of.
they're from, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
Yeah. The Githzerai, like, make fortresses.
How did we get here from
Is
vampires?
this all actual D&D lore?
Yeah.
Is it? Can I like YouTube like D&D
Absolutely.
lore?
That's
and it
what
would
he
explain
does.
everything
That's how
to
he
me?
knows
I can
this
give you
stuff.
a
Straight to
whole
do nothing
slew
but
of
watch
stuff.
this.
Okay, absolutely.
Yeah, just play it. You know, have it on your phone while you're like, you know.
Hey, dude, all I do is watch YouTube.
It's
I don't-
crazy. When I was playing on Discord, my DM and then another one of the players, they knew the Forgotten Realms lore so well that, like, when that new guy joined, he's like, "So what year are we playing in?" And the DM's like, "We're playing in whatever year." And the guy's like, "Oh, okay. So this catastrophic event hasn't taken place." I was like, "No, that's a few years off still." I was like, "Oh my gosh, y'all are crazy." Like,
I bet I know what it is.
it's when magic got to like level 10
It's
and
before
stuff.
the guy
yeah.
tried to ascend to godhood.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, but like they knew so much, like, and that makes it cool.
Is that
Spell plague, yeah, it was before spell
that the
plague.
event?
Yeah, the event. Yeah.
Oh, so we both know. I'm okay. Cool.
Yeah.
I'm lost.
Like,
Whenever I started to DM, I started to like try to learn the lore because I got a module, and I got so deep in trying to learn all this stuff
it's not possible. hardly.
that I was like, forget it. I will create my own world. That it is easier. It is easier
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
just create my own world.
Yeah.
That way, if someone asks a question
The way
that I
they
don't know
did
an
it-
answer to, I can make it up on the spot and just write it down.
Yes.
You need to focus on a period of time if you want to do like Forgotten Realms. Just like I'm gonna learn this period of time, and it's actually like learning world history. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, like I was very interested in like wizards versus sorcerers. So I was trying to learn like, okay, in D&D, how does magic work?
It's a weave, right?
Good Lord, I was digging through
A weave.
pages and pages and pages and pages.
It's an unseen force that is woven through reality. And
time.
sorcerers and any magic users, they dip into this weave and direct it.
Love that.
Yeah.
Love that.
I think of it, I have to think of it like, like there's a net of invisible ribbons up there. And every time you want to cast it, you want to cast Fireball, you're throwing these red
Do
ribbons.
an interpretive dance with the red ribbons.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. It's a big ribbon dance.
Love that.
Like how in Skyrim, when there's breath attacks, that's just a big verbal argument between two dragons.
Yes.
It's that same type of
All
thing.
right.
You're doing interpretive dance at each other
Okay.
in Forgotten Realms.
Hey, wait, is Plexia in D&D? Like it's
No,
real?
this is my own world.
This is your world. Okay.
made it up.
He made it up.
But if we have Spelljammer, then it's in the universe now.
Love that.
Depends on what you want to do with your world, though. Is your world one of those flat worlds? is it just floating out there?
Oh, yeah. Is our...
You mean
like all of
them?
It's like is
Is Plexia the world or is Plexia the continent?
Ooh, better question.
Plexia is at least just the continent.
Oh.
So are there other
that.
continents?
I don't know. You'll have to go explore.
Oh, my gosh,
So
dude.
it's not commonly known.
Dude, I would love that for us.
Dude, you can turn
No,
into animals.
I think for this, I think
go.
Plexia is probably the
You
world
can see the world.
because
Yeah, I mean, if I get
Draxus-
high enough level, I'm immortal too. So
Draxus took
Immortal?
over the world.
Yeah.
Like
Dude, if I'm high enough level, I'm immortal.
I think most characters
Monk,
at high enough level.
Druid and Monk, I think, are two of the few.
Wizards get something.
Fighter
that's not-
definitely doesn't.
No.
Actually, Monk, I didn't think actually
They have like
Was
timeless
immortal.
soul or something
God
like
of
that.
all elements.
Like-
God.
you're not you don't age anymore,
Yeah.
but you still die at 100 years old.
Oh.
But
that's
like
crap.
up to 100 years old, you are still full
You're a
fighting
half
shape.
elf, so you got maybe 200 years.
Nice.
I keep forgetting Raska's half elf.
Almost immortal.
Why do I keep thinking he's full human? I keep forgetting
Not even
Raska's
close,
half
buddy.
elf.
Half elf.
That's the thing about astral elves is they live forever.
Speaking of astral elves, I want to talk about Ryan's campaign a little bit.
Okay.
So I mean, we got 3 players here. He invited me to play in his campaign, and it's been a blast. I'm so. Are we playing this Thursday or
Once
not?
again, did
I
not
actually just
get
texted Nathan
an invite.
because he's trying to make up his mind right now about whether he's going to drive in Thursday,
and
play,
then drive back to drive home.
just stay at my house that night, and turn around and drive back to Jonesboro in the morning.
Yeah.
To turn around and drive back.
Yeah.
Like I personally have told him not to, but it's his choice. And he said he was going to consider it, and I'm like, okay, well, you need to stop considering and make a decision
Yeah.
because I got other people I need to tell. Like,
Y'all
'cause
can
if-
play
if-
Friday without.
If he's
me,
not
y'all
going
want
to do it, we'll have to play Friday because if we don't play this Thursday, Friday, or Saturday, like I won't be able to do it again for another 3-4 weeks.
I might could make Saturday work, but I don't know. I don't
Do you
know.
usually do it on Fridays or Thursdays?
Thursdays.
Normally do it on Thursdays
Where do you live?
Concord.
in Concord.
Further that way?
Instead of turning here on, you just keep
You just go
going.
straight? Yeah.
Like head towards Batesville.
You trying to invite yourself into his game?
I might. Orlean might stop by. I don't know.
You can probably take Tiger B and it'd get you to his house quicker.
Orlean becomes
Actually, take Tiger B, cut off at Water Lane, and Water Lane drops like right across the highway from my
I know.
driveway.
I used to live on Water Lane
Don't your grandparents live
in Banner.
on Water Lane?
But I wanted to talk about.
So you used to live on Water
I
Lane.
wanted to talk
Okay.
about his campaign. We're talking about where people live now.
Oh, yeah, sorry. What? Yeah.
I love your campaign, man.
Waterloo.
Like,
I mean, I, for the most part, have no idea what I'm doing.
welcome
And-
to DMing.
Yeah. Like, honestly, this last time, y'all threw me for such a loop. Like, because I was expecting y'all to go to that town.
Yeah.
When y'all didn't, I'm like,
Oh no!
Well, crap! There went 100% of everything I had planned.
Hey, quick question. Was it? Did you feel like it was initiated by Seth that they didn't go to the town?
I think so. I'm the only one who talks. I'm the only one who talks.
Yeah.
I apologize every time I leave. I'm like, I'm talking too much.
I DM'd a game once, and it was supposed to be a one shot, and we almost turned it into a
Oh,
whole
the one
evil
that was
campaign.
like 8 hours long.
No, that was something different.
Oh.
This one was before we started podcasting or anything.
Okay,
I was like, okay, you know what? This is going to be like a really, really nice, easy thing. You just go to this place, you get this thing. Seth turns out he makes an evil character.
I made an evil character.
He made an evil character. His character was really on the fringe. He could be a good character if he wanted to be. He was more amoral. He was
evil.
immoral.
Well, thankfully, I have Seth's forever his heart character. So
Yeah, I'm playing Thordak.
Oh, Thordak, there we go.
So like I know what he's playing here. Like there's like
No, dude.
his character's not going to throw me that many surprise.
Yeah.
I don't think.
We were okay. I think like Nathan's elf or his monk was a little bit hurt, but we're trying to make it to this kid's parents who live in the mountains, and like this kid has been missing from his parents for a few days, and like, well, I literally asked the kid, so I'm asking the DM, is it faster for us to go through the town to get to your parents' house? No. Then we don't need to go to the town.
Here's the thing.
Well, see, I thought y'all were more hurt than you. I
wasn't
really
injured
thought
at
y'all
all.
were.
Hey, here's another thing. Here's another thing.
deeper in.
Well,
I'm putting it this way, okay? Imagine you spend the next 8 months building a canoe, just making it, carving it.
I'm so interested where this is going.
You're shaping it.
think I
you're
like it.
making it the most perfect looking canoe ever. Okay.
Okay.
Seth is to that canoe. Or Seth is to your campaign what the first 10 minutes in a low creek is to that canoe. It's going to show you all the weaknesses in it. Going to show you all the problems that you got. That way you can board them up. You can take it back out of the water. But that thing it's going to sink the first time you put it in there.
Well, like thankfully, the direction that y'all decided to head, was across the line of like where the bandits' base is versus this town. So I'm like, okay. The only way I can like show them what's going on there is if they happen to cross paths right there. And like they are hunting kids of the age and description of the kid that's traveling with them. So they would have a very good excuse for attacking them because they're wanting to abduct any kids that match this description. So
how'd
I'm
they
like,
know
okay.
this dragon was a kid though?
Do what?
How'd they know this dragon was a kid though?
The dragon's a kid?
Yeah, that's something
a
we all
secret.
figured out. Like as soon as we met this kid, he's describing his parents. I'm like, oh, y'all are dragons, huh? We didn't say that in game, but we finally pulled it out of the kid.
Okay, so I dropped a few too many hints.
Yeah.
Like I didn't want to make it just like out of nowhere. Like, oh, what? You know, I wanted there to be hints where, like, when it was revealed, you could look back and say, oh.
All of this makes sense.
And I dropped too many hints,
It would
especially for
The dad has
experienced
bronze
D&D
skin,
players.
and the mom has silver
Okay,
hair.
Come on.
I described him as being tanned, almost bronzed.
Okay.
See, if you'd have said tan, it would have been fine.
I did say tan.
No, but then you added
Did I?
bronze.
Yeah. That's.
Yeah.
His eyes were like glistening sapphire.
His eyes are
Weird.
green.
His eyes were weird.
His eyes are green.
The boy had silver hair, and I think he was kind of bronze skinned, right? He was.
Yeah,
he had-
and I said like he kind of had like some angular face features,
and there were dead
Almo-
people around him. Like he's a child, and like they're
Ice
ice and electrified.
Yeah, electrified
So,
both.
Yeah, I had to keep reminding y'all that you smelled the petrochlor, the ozone,
so, and we were chasing after
because he's
a
actually
white
bronze,
dragon.
not white.
If we weren't chasing after a white dragon, I don't know if I like
Silver.
If a dragon hadn't been introduced, like you're chasing after a white dragon, that's what you're doing. I might not
Yeah.
would have caught it, but like dragons on the mind.
Yeah. Well, and y'all are far more experienced
Nathan
D&D
didn't
players.
know.
That's the
than
thing.
I am.
That's the thing. You probably dropped enough hints for, say, Nathan, but then again, does he even know what a bronze dragon is? A silver dragon. Does he know about the metallic dragons? You know what I mean? So I mean,
He's listening to.
Oh, wow,
He's
there's-
listening to commoners right
Oh,
now.
hi Nathan.
Nathan is on. Last I heard, which was a couple days ago, he was on like episode 11, something like that.
Yeah. You'll be here in a while.
Yeah, my friend
Yeah,
Alec,
he's catching up. He's catching up.
He's a really good player.
dude. My friend
I
Alec,
enjoy-
he
he's
is
I like his elf.
moving through it. I
He
don't
has
think
a
he
good
listens
voice.
to the Say It in Common though.
Hi, Alex, if you listen to Say It.
Alec.
Alec.
Hi, Alec. This is Rask.
Hey, we really appreciate all of our listeners, even you, Alex. Alec.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
I hope to play because I want to, like, I only have one rage. Like,
I'm sorry.
in your game. I only have one rage. We've been playing for a whole day, and like we've had multiple fights, and I only have one rage left. And we're about to go to a. We needed a rest before we fight.
Yeah, y'all are hurting now.
Yeah.
because I made those 3 bandit characters. I literally just kind of
Which I don't think I
made
got
those
hurt in
up
that
off the top of
either.
my head.
I don't think I got hurt in that either. I'm full health. But Nathan's bad hurt.
Yeah, I know Nathan's hurt. I think someone's out of wild shapes. Yeah, like y'all are getting in bad shape now. So I'm really expecting y'all to try to pull a full rest.
Yeah.
Sometime before actually facing down the bandits. Hint, hint. If you don't, you're probably gonna die.
I accept that challenge.
When
Don't tell Thordak that.
Thordak he's common sense. Like
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying he's.
Is that your character, Thordak?
when the one that
now
y'all
he has
started.
a southern accent for some reason. Like
You like that southern
I've
accent.
thought about this a lot. When I created Thordak, I was new. Like it was the first time I really ever played 5th edition. Like, and I was relying on other people to role play, and I was just kind of learning with them. So he was like way more demure and like shyer, and no one at your game talks. Tyrell.
I'm sorry, but most of the time when I go there on a Thursday, I am worn out from work and I feel.
So he has evolved majorly from the first time I played him because like he's way more assured of himself now.
The first time you played at my table, he did not have a southern accent.
Yeah.
Then the second day, you said something, and like I stopped. I was like, wait a second.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is he talking in a southern accent?
Yeah.
I mean, because it's like some Texas drawl.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah.
pretty good.
Love that.
Nathan is voicing his as Australian.
Yeah. He's really good. Cameron's got a good voice. He's
Wait, does he ever say or nor?
Cameron does really good voices.
Yeah.
Like he does really good. See, and that's what I cannot do.
You're
which
fine.
really to me is a weakness as a DM because I'm trying to voice 20 different characters and they all sound exactly
I am
the same.
the worst quote unquote voice actor here.
No, you're
Like,
not.
No, you do.
are the best.
You do awesome
Your
voices.
characters are fantastic.
I do the same like 4.
Like in
my
in
females
my
are
head now,
horrible.
it is canon that dwarves speak with a Russian accent. Like
Yeah, absolutely.
It is canon.
Absolutely.
that
can't do
dwarves have a
Scottish.
Russian accent.
Yep.
I can't do Scottish.
You know that would make sense though.
It really does.
To
it
me-
really does.
Yeah. Dwarves being Eastern European and Russian. Yeah.
It's like some Slavic.
Yeah. Excuse me. We are drilling here.
Exactly.
Yes. No, that fits.
It fits.
Definitely.
It fits perfectly. It really does. Even when his name is Brandon.
Yeah.
It's
Brandon
old
the
Russian name.
Brandon the Russian dwarf.
Brandon
Hornbeam.
Hornbeam, yeah.
Kov.
Oh, Hornbeam. Yeah, man.
Yeah, Brandon Hornbeam. And then I tried to change his name to Dimitri because I didn't remember that I'd named him Brandon.
It's so funny. You're like, I swore his name was Dimitri. Like, no, it was Brandon. I swore his name was Dimitri. No, it was Brandon. Like,
Why would I name
Everyone
this
wrote it
character
down.
after my father-in-law?
Maybe we're projecting a little.
No. Brandon is nothing like.
sounds like we need to have a counseling session.
Yeah. Let's bring him in here.
Oh Lord.
Dude, I'm ready
Brandon,
to
why don't you step out here?
kill some things, man.
Well,
Yeah, we're
definitely-
gonna.
Stuff's gonna die. I don't know if it's y'all or them, but stuff's
waiting
gonna die.
Okay,
Months for
I did
this.
re-listen to the episode. What else was there besides the one big ugly? Do what?
Did we say there was anything else?
There were other adults there.
Yeah,
other
the other
dogs.
women watching the
I think
kids.
she's the only one y'all saw transforming.
Okay. So that's, as far as we know right now, that's the only
There's only one.
monster.
There's only one, right? As far as you know. Don't look over on that table.
Oh man, I've been checking those out this whole time. Didn't even think of that. Oh my gosh, I'm going balls to the walls, dude.
No, he printed a lot more than we're gonna fight tonight. Like he printed.
I know AJ was talking about like he's been smoking his 3D printer here
That's what
lately.
he said. Yep.
Gosh, love AJ.
Yeah, when I was
AJ
over
does
there,
so much.
He does.
AJ
Dude,
does so
he is the heart and the soul and the body and the mind, man.
No,
all
dude,
of
he's
it.
hands and feet for sure.
I mean, like not only like what he does with us for us,
Drasco,
like yeah, the band,
his church.
and then he does the recording for other people. That was at Sync Sounds, I think it was. Like he hiked a mountain with like speakers up on his back.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Because they wanted to go like shoot a music video up on top of Sugarloaf Mountain.
Yep.
He is
So
so
he like packed all the equipment, like stacked it up his back, and hiked the mountain.
Oh my gosh, what a champ!
Like AJ's incredible, man.
He is.
Like he is busier than I think like any.
I wish-
he's busier than any 3 people I know.
I wish we could take some of this off his hands. Like, I wish we could.
Yeah, but I mean, honestly, like I'm pretty good in tech, but as far as like anything audio, I'm an idiot. Like all this is Greek to me. I can't. I don't know anything about this.
Man. Well, maybe we can soon.
I mean, I wish we could. We need to, but
I don't know, dude. I'm so
Don't
ready
want
to
him to
kill some
burn out.
things. Ooh,
AJ, we love you when you listen
we
to this.
love you, AJ. We know you're going to hear this before anyone. Don't cut this out.
Don't do it.
man,
Yeah,
dude.
AJ is the hardest working dude, for sure.
I'm ready to get our own TV show. What do we got to do that?
You figured out for us.
Yeah.
We will do it.
Yeah.
We just got to
That's
be
why
hyping
AJ
up.
is
We just
ready
got
to
to be
get you
real
streaming.
enough.
He thinks that we could put our entire brand on your back.
That's super bad idea, but I can help. I can take like the bottom half.
He said, he told me, like, just, I'm going to have to come and get him, and we're going to go to your house and hook you up to be able to stream.
Yeah.
What do you play?
Lots of things. Right now, nothing. I haven't played video game in weeks. I don't think.
I've not played a video game all week. Today was the first day I turned on my PlayStation.
I've been so busy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've been kind of stuck at home recently. My truck blew up, and I had COVID.
When did you get COVID? I didn't hear that.
Do what?
I didn't know you got COVID.
Yeah, I didn't tell a whole lot of people.
But you know, CDC says go to work. Don't quarantine anymore. Like, there's no reason to quarantine with COVID.
I just spent a week up in Missouri helping Chad Fisher with a foster kid camp, and like each bunkhouse had 2 counselors and 2 kids. The last day of camp, my co-counselor, my partner, man, he looked rough. Like he was sweating in a cool room. He was coughing, and like he was rough.
So you just gave all these foster kids COVID?
Actually, one of the kids in our cabin got it too. I don't know which one.
Oh my god!
I don't know which one. But one of them did. I don't know.
Poor
which one.
guy.
But yeah, he gave it to me too. So like I came home from that. My truck blew up on the trip home. I was stuck in Pocahontas overnight. I just got a hotel for the.
man.
So I had luggage with me anyway because I was coming home from that trip. So I just grabbed my suitcase out of my truck, locked my truck, and hiked to the nearest hotel. Checked in, and they're like, "Yeah, we're going to need you to, write down your license plate number, your make." Like, ma'am, I'm sorry, my vehicle isn't here. What? I don't have a vehicle here. You don't have a vehicle, ma'am? No, my truck blew up on the road, like a half mile away. I hiked here with my luggage. She's like, okay, well, I think we can cross that section out then.
Oh,
So then, actually, my pastor came up and got me and pulled my truck home, or actually to the dealership in Batesville. But then, like the day after that, I started running fever. I'm like, yeah, this isn't good. So I just stayed at home.
COVID.
Do what?
At least you didn't have to do the hike with COVID. That would have been really rough.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which brings us to our next section, Common Life.
Yeah. That was some common life.
Yeah.
Common Life.
Common Life.
Oh yeah, where I was going with that? I just got PS5,
Yeah.
and like this is the first chance I've had
the
to actually
console.
play it since I got it. So I guess are we switching on the console?
I don't know. I'm just.
What are
teasing.
you playing? We haven't named any of these.
I'm just shouting out.
We're
names.
missing AJ for this.
Yeah.
AJ, you may need to rearrange this some. we're jumping back and forth.
Yeah.
Just come in here and put like little quotes. Common life.
Like just cut and splice.
On the console.
So I've been playing Horizon Forbidden West.
I have it. I just haven't played it.
Oh my goodness, the facial animations in this are the most insane, like true life graphic detail I have ever seen.
Really?
Like the facial animations are by far the best I've ever seen in anything ever.
Wait.
It is insane.
Before saying that, have you seen the footage for the game The Quarry?
The Quarry? No, I haven't heard of it.
Have you seen? What's the one where?
Is that a hunter killer game like Friday the 13th?
Not technically. Not technically. Okay. Help me out with another game name. Somebody. It came out before The Quarry. The same people made it. It's really ultra realistic. You choose, basically, you make choices throughout the whole game.
Mass Effect.
No. It functions on this thing called like the butterfly effect. It's somebody
Mass
who's
Effect
listening to this
3.
is going to be like, oh, I totally know what you're talking about. Oh, crap.
I haven't heard of that game.
Supermassive. Supermassive are the people that made it.
Supermassive crap.
Supermassive Games. Leave me alone. Shut up a little bit, okay?
We're on a podcast. We have to keep talking.
Yeah, I'm
No
just
awkward
trying.
You can't
silences.
leave dead air here.
Okay, yeah, there's...
Something we do a lot in the games, and I hate it.
I mean, how do you fix that though? Isn't that what the music's for?
Can't look up.
We don't have wizards.
No.
What?
This one,
Get rid of
it's
wizards.
the entire
Game moves faster.
thing.
Really?
Because I have to look this up.
Turn order comes to the wizard.
Oh, I don't want to do that.
10
Hold
minutes
on.
later.
I'll do this other thing.
Until Dawn. There we go.
No, I haven't heard of that one either.
Haven't seen Until
No, I've heard the name. I,
think
know
I have
nothing
that
about
game.
it though.
Until Dawn
never played it.
and this newest game, The Quarry. Like they have reconstructed people's actors' faces. Like
I love when they do that.
these people look like the actors that they're playing.
Well, yeah, Jedi
Yeah,
Survivor.
it's that same
Cameron Monaghan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Well, I mean,
that
they
same-
straight up mapped him into the game.
like
Same with
David Arquette is in this game.
Same with that.
And it looks like him. You know what I mean?
The guy from The Walking Dead.
Yep.
Yeah.
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 Are you talking about PT?
Yeah.
No.
No, Daryl.
Yeah.
Yeah, like from Silent Hill.
What's the game?
The baby game.
Stranding.
Death Stranding. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which Mads Mikkelsen is in that,
Uh-huh.
and he's just like rotoscoped in completely. And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Supermassive Games. That's what they kind of.
It's weird that its games are going to that. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's cool though.
Yeah.
I get kind of.
The
Create your own
Quarry is
characters
basically an interactive movie, though, and it's super sick looking. I want to play it for sure.
What time is it?
Wait a second. Is that where it's like the group of teenagers? I think I have actually heard of that one. I think I have actually heard of it.
Yeah. They're like going to a camp or whatever. Young
Yeah,
adults
yeah.
or teenagers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen some bits and pieces of it. I'm not going to spoil any kind of story to it.
Yeah,
You know,
I love
but,
story
like,
games. That's I
super
love
super
story.
engaging, like scary movie story.
Story.
What I was playing.
kind of guy? You're the story game guy.
I'm
Yeah,
close,
like I'm mainly an RPG guy.
Me too.
I'm close to platinuming Village. Resident
Yeah.
Evil Village. Yeah.
I thought
I'm
you
on
already
the-
had.
I'm on the hardcore playthrough. I just have to like it's easy because I've like unlimited ammo for the stake gun.
Yeah.
So I just have to sit down and do it. But then I have to do the side mission games. What are the
Is it like Mercenaries?
Yeah,
or-
mercenaries. Are those
Dude.
fun? What is it?
I haven't played them honestly. The only Mercenaries games I ever played was that was in Resident Evil 2 when they recreated the Mercenaries side quests, and then Resident Evil 4 on the original Resident Evil 4 because I know they've announced apparently that Resident Evil 4 the remake is coming out early next year.
Resident Evil is so funny because like the first time you play, it is hard.
It's scary.
And scary.
Yeah.
Like It's hard though, and then the second time you play it, it's not hard anymore.
Super fun, super action packed. It's like, oh well, there's this guy. You know,
And then, like being scared.
Like they always have one achievement where you have to beat the game in like under 3 hours, the whole game or something.
Wow, really?
So like I beat it in less than like 2 hours
Yeah.
or something, and
it's easy to do. I mean, once you kind of get,
they
into the
give you
rhythm.
rewards for beating the game. Like
Yeah.
you just get better weapons, and you get
In Resident Evil 4, it was a rocket launcher with unlimited ammo. That was the first thing that you unlocked.
Wow.
Resident Evil 7. One of the first time you beat it, I think you get that chainsaw or that handsaw that you.
Something
it's just
like that.
such a good melee weapon.
Yeah.
Like you don't need anything else. You just cut people to pieces with
Yeah.
it.
Which Resident Evil 7, that's the thing. Resident Evil 6 was such a downturn. It was such a terrible, awful, terrible Resident Evil game that meant nothing to me. I just had to play it.
A lot of
because-
people didn't like it.
Yeah, I hated it. Anyways,
7 was
I still don't remember hardly anything about it.
refreshing.
I remember something about a fly monster. Someone turned into a fly. I can't remember. Anyway, Resident Evil 7, they came back. I was scared of that entire game. I was scared of the idea of playing that game. I didn't want to buy it.
It's scary, dude.
You know, the whole ambiance of it is just like, dude,
And jump scares galore.
oh my gosh. It just brings you back to the original one because you're in this house that's modeled. I mean, it's basically modeled after the first Resident Evil game.
I didn't know that.
Except, I mean, you're in a mansion. There's locked doors everywhere. Except there's such a grotesque, like a really macabre feel to it. You know, like there's crows nailed to a door, like dead crows that they nail to a door,
Oh my
dead
gosh.
snakes that they nail to a door. Instead of it being
Yeah,
like
I'm
a
out.
snake pendant.
Oh,
you know?
dude, they're fun.
Oh my god!
I've never played a single Resident Evil.
Play.
Ever.
I've
I've
listen,
never played a single
play
one.
Biohazard.
Like
Play
the
Biohazard.
thing is, yeah, like I get it, but you are also in the perfect position to be completely floored.
Yeah.
Okay,
I think it's free on PlayStation. Come in. Yeah, I'm sure.
Cameron's here.
I think it's free on PlayStation 5 right now. Like, you need to get Biohazard. Like,
Resident Evil 7 Biohazard is amazing. You don't have to know the rest of the story.
Yeah, it's a
and I
fresh
actually
start.
looked at jumping into it, but like at this point, there are so many, and I know nothing about them.
5
Like,
and
I don't
6.
even know where.
this is a fresh start.
Here's the honest to goodness truth: 5 and 6 worst ones of the series. You don't even have to worry about them. They've remade 2, 3, and 4, or they're remaking 4 right now. Resident Evil 1. I've never played all the way through Resident Evil 1, and I still understand this.
I've never played any but 7 and 8. Or, 7 and 8.
Yeah, and I honestly never. I didn't. I know this is funny to say. I didn't even know Resident Evil 2 existed anymore until they remade it. Like I knew it was in existence,
They just
but
skipped number 2.
I'd never seen a copy of the game.
The
in
numeral
my life.
2 offended them, so they went straight from 1
Wow.
to 3.
Like I had never seen a copy of Resident Evil 2 in my life, an original copy.
Number 2 is the only one I've ever played, and I got so
The
scared.
original.
No, just a remake.
No,
I've
the
never
remake
played.
is what I'm talking. But I've played Resident Evil 2. I picked it up like the day that it came out. The original. My brother has always been a Resident Evil fan. He's always played Silent Hill, those types of games.
Oh, really?
I grew up watching him play Resident Evil. So Resident Evil 4 is when I really stepped into it. And
I cannot recommend 7 enough. Like,
yeah,
Really?
yeah.
I mean, absolutely.
I love scary games. I love freaking out the whole time.
Me and Cynthia played that game together, and we just shut the lights off, and she like walked me through a guide of picking up every item, so we didn't have
Yeah.
to like miss them and play
Exactly.
through again.
Dude, that's-
and like, but we didn't know what was gonna happen, and like I said, jump scares galore.
Yes.
and you get freaking terrified. Mia with that chainsaw, just like,
And dude, you're just like, without spoiling anything, okay? You're just like, there is a, like you feel the tension.
yes,
They have produced this game so well that when there is just like this internal barometer that you have, they have attuned themselves to it so well that there's just a split second where
you
you're
don't
like,
want to
okay,
go through the door.
yeah,
you
like
don't want
I'm
to go down the
exploring,
hallway.
You know,
Like,
things are normal. There's nothing crazy going on, and then immediately it's like, I need to stop. I can't go. Everything is telling me to run. You know, but that's you got to progress in the game.
it's so good.
Super good, dude.
I think 7's better than 8.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
Yeah,
It's the closest thing to a Resident Evil I've ever played is The Last of Us, and like I know about the only thing similar is zombies. That's
Yeah. I mean, that's
Which
about-
7 doesn't really even have zombies.
really
Yeah.
Isn't that kind of the whole
It's-
point of Resident Evil?
Are they
No,
like
no,
the
no.
7 and
transformed
8.
ones?
Here's the thing: Resident Evil has always and forever always been about a disease that can turn a population against itself.
Yeah, there's
Zombies.
there's no zombies.
That's
in
a
7.
way to do it.
There's no zombies. There are some zombies in 8, I guess.
Even the main antagonist in, well, not the main antagonist. I'm sorry, antagonist is a living person. Even the final boss in Resident Evil 1 isn't. It's technically a zombie, but it's not like
Oh yeah, it's the
you shoot somebody.
the
you shoot
morphed
somebody.
mixed breed
Yeah,
transformed.
it is a
formed
genetically
zombies.
modified test tube thing. Yeah.
Oh, is that the one with the Nemesis or whatever?
No, we're talking about Resident Evil
Was that
1.
3?
1. Yeah, Resident Evil 3 is Nemesis,
Yeah, that was.
which I still have the original on GameCube, which is
I'm not sure where it's at.
right here between
Damn, you
us.
can sit with me, buddy.
here.
Right here.
Just sit in your
Yeah,
lap, buddy.
dude. There's enough room. Here, dude.
Anyone else been playing any games?
Stand up with you. It's
I've been playing No Man's Sky. I mean, I think I've let you guys know pretty well. It's got its fair share of things to overcome, but like it's good. It's solid.
I've heard it's like seriously recovered after like a
absolutely.
horrendous launch.
Absolutely.
What was that?
No Man's Sky.
Oh, that game is amazing.
Absolutely
dude.
amazing.
Especially in VR. Dude, you cannot beat No Man's Sky VR.
If
It's
I was
so
gonna stream a
There we go.
game, I'd probably start with No Man's Sky.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Dude, flying a spaceship
Solid.
in VR and you got your little controller thing and you're like actually gripping the throttle and the little flight stick and like rotating the shit. It's so cool, man.
There's not a game like No Man's Sky.
Solid.
It's so good.
It's
It
a
really
solid
is
game.
solid, yes.
They have different animals on every single planet in every single solar
anim-
system of every single galaxy.
I'm
going to
be honest. Wait, I'm going to be
There's
honest.
Like a several quintillion planets.
It's the actual mapped universe.
Yeah, but before we get into that, before we get into this whole like different animals and everything, I've visited like a handful of galaxies. Okay, all of the animals that I've encountered so far. Now there are a few one-offs that are completely 100% unique, like crazy. But I would say 8 out of 10 of them are just recolored, retextured, put on a different planet.
That's a fair point because it's all kind of like procedurally generated
Yeah, yeah.
deal, and like they've only got a handful of things
Exactly.
to mix and match the species.
Exactly. Now you're going to see giant scarabs or a giant teddy bear.
Did y'all ever play Spore?
Dude, Spore was great too. I loved Spore.
I've never seen No Man's Sky played, but No Man's Sky just feels like the evolution of Spore. Like the whole point is like you
I get
start
that.
off as an amoeba and you
get
grow and you become an animal, and I think you can even make it to space, and that's like the end
That's
of
an
that game.
interesting way.
This
to put
is
it.
what
Spore was space.
No Man's Sky is, just the continuation of Spore once you've made it to space.
You're
and all
playing.
your adventures.
You are now a character.
I don't know. I've never looked.
You
into
are
it.
now a
Doesn't know what
character
game
in the
looks like.
universe of
This is just what
Spore.
it sounds like to me.
Yeah, you're a human. You are I don't actually know. Yeah,
You are whatever.
right.
You're an
You
anomaly.
just land on a planet, you crash, and you come back. Like you wake up and your life support in your suit is failing, and your ship is wrecked, and you don't know where it is, and you have to use all of your surroundings to make all the gas.
See, I
and-
never even heard anyone talk about that aspect of the game.
Yeah,
No,
it's
yeah,
survival.
yeah.
It's a survival game.
Yeah.
You gotta survive
Which is why I like it so.
a harsh world.
I am a survival game junkie. That's why I got so
Into Ark.
off into Ark, dude.
Ark was great too, dude.
I can't even play Ark anymore because I'm so obsessed with breeding. Like I want the perfect dinosaur. You know what I mean?
We've had this conversation.
I was real scared there for a
I just
second.
modded Ark so much in the very first 24 hours I got it. I beat the entire game within like 16 hours, and then I built the greatest things, and I was like, oh, this is it.
That's it. That's
that's
you've achieved what you can achieve.
I'm like,
That's the whole thing. Yeah, the
forget
best
all this
multiplayer
chopping
multiplayer.
down wood
Fight all
for
the
hours and hours and
survival.
hours, and then the hitting stones with pickaxes for hours. I'm like, nope.
Hey guys, we can't think.
Type codes. Type it in. Give myself 5,000 lumber, 5,000 stone, 5,000.
That was old
just give
Sims. That
myself-
was you could just put in codes to get money in Sims and stuff, and
Yeah.
and give yourself all happiness and
Yeah.
health.
Yeah.
And
Then
stuff.
eventually
But
you get
Skyrim,
bored and just
set
toss them in the swimming
invincible-
pool and remove the ladder.
or set essential.
You know, for how much I have played Skyrim and beat it, I have never used any cheat mods like that before, and I don't know why.
Mods?
I've
No,
never actually beaten
this is
Skyrim.
its own console.
Really?
Really?
You're talking about all the side quests and stuff?
Everything. Yeah, I've
Yeah,
never
I've
beaten
never.
the
I
main
don't.
quest.
What?
You've never
Yeah.
beat the main quest.
I have never beaten Skyrim.
Ouch.
Oh no, Cam, buddy.
Yeah, I've got to do that sometime.
Yeah, play No Man's Sky. Okay,
that's a
Everybody
big
play
oof.
No Man's Sky. One
That's a big
time, I saw a two-headed Chihuahua, same size as a Chihuahua, two heads, and it had badass like dragon, like the hair, but it's not hair. You know what I mean?
Like a spine?
Yes, and both of them. They were red. It was awesome.
That is pretty cool.
It was super sick. Play No Man's Sky, everybody.
Everybody, yes, I agree with Kyle.
I personally, from all the planets I went to, I never saw any remakes of the animals or anything.
Yeah.
But a couple planets didn't have anything on them at all. So
I've been to 2 dead planets. That's it.
I think he said he broke that. He picked it up and it broke.
Tyrell, what games you been getting into? Anything?
I haven't really had a lot of time to really play anything lately, but
Yeah, it's been a crazy summer, man.
well, no, I've just been busy.
Summer.
What little I have played, I've been back and I played a little bit of Oblivion
Oblivion. There we go.
and Morrowind. But yeah,
Has anyone ever played the Golden Sun games from like Game Boy Advance? Yeah, I've gotten into those recently. I've got like the emulators on my phone, and I finished the first Golden Sun recently. And like you get like this big password to import your characters into the second game after you beat the first one. And so now I'm doing that, and I'm playing through the Golden Sun: The Lost Age. Cool. It's been
I did play
fun.
those games on Game Boy Advance.
Yeah. I had the Lost Age back on Advance. I never played the first one, and then I just finally recently got like some emulators, and I'm playing through them both, and it's pretty awesome.
I know that I did play them, but it has been so long ago that I literally do not remember anything
Golden
about
Sun
them.
starts off. There's like a giant rock that's about to come down and crush your village, and like the people of your village are stopping the boulder somehow.
Yeah, like I said, I
That was
know
the very
that
beginning
I
of
did
that
play
game.
it,
That's all I remember.
but I cannot remember a single thing about it.
Game Boy Advance games they could hook you within the first like 10 minutes.
I had a Dragon Ball Z game on Game Boy Advance,
Uh-huh.
and like
games were awesome.
it hit like the Kamehameha wave was just this long. Like you had to like let them run into it. It was crazy.
I thought it like stretched kind of across the screen.
Not
it was
very
that thin
far.
little line.
It
but
was
yeah.
not far.
It's funny. Okay, so that's the console. Unless, wait, Kyle, did you have anything to add to that?
You been playing anything recently?
Yeah.
no. Weeks of dryness.
That's what I picked up on. What do we got next? Movies? Movie Minute?
I've been watching a lot of documentaries on Netflix, and Netflix has some really, really good Netflix
Yeah, dude.
documentaries.
They absolutely
that
do.
Don't F with Cats was so good.
Yes, don't.
Dude, I keep hearing that.
Don't-
What is that about?
You have to watch it because it's almost unbelievable.
Yeah.
Just
It starts off with this internet troll killing cats in a video.
Yeah.
And these people hate
They
it
don't-
so much
they
they
don't
make a
actually
Facebook.
show the
In this
murders.
show, it doesn't. His videos did, I guess.
yeah, his videos absolutely
Very
do.
explicit,
That's
like
terrible.
murder porn kind of stuff.
Yes,
gosh.
you
Bad
have
stuff.
to watch it though because it is so unbelievable.
And this group just makes a Facebook group to
Uh-huh.
try to hunt this guy down and get justice. And
Yeah.
like the story that these people and this guy go through, it's wild.
It's wild.
It's unbelievable.
It
So
is.
did they like
Yeah,
wind up doxing him then?
just watch it. Just watch
When did this happen?
it.
In the 2000s.
Yeah,
Yeah.
within the past
Wow.
15 years.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I'm gonna
Reddit
It's
was a
really,
big
really.
thing.
You and Brianna will love it.
Yeah.
It's insane.
For sure, absolutely.
The Woodstock 1999 one on
Me and Haley
Netflix
just
was
watched
so crazy.
Oh my gosh!
1999 was insane.
Humans are just so stupid.
Woodstock. Is that like a band thing?
No, yeah,
it is
Woodstock.
music.
Like
It's a music festival.
Wait, you remember like the iconic like
The 60s Woodstock?
anytime you see Jimi Hendrix performing live,
69.
you know, like when he's lighting his guitar on fire.
Okay.
That's at Woodstock. That's Woodstock footage. Woodstock was a huge like counterculture hippie
Peace and
festival.
love.
All the acid and the weed.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know what we're talking
Yeah, they
about.
had like you could tell from the original
Kyle's
stuff
on
there.
board now.
They had like gurus there. They had like
But it's funny, like that one was all about peace and love and like all these people getting together and getting
Woodstock
together.
99.
99 was all about taking advantage of all the people who came to listen to
was
music
the-
and charging them like $12 for a burger and $10
$8
for water and stuff.
they couldn't bring their own drinks.
And all these
in.
people just get angry and they riot and like
And-
burn the place down.
Well, get this: the first night they have corn playing, and things are getting wild. They're like, oh wow, this is getting pretty crazy. Good thing they're toning it down. Saturday night, Limp Bizkit plays,
And he just tries to make him angry.
and they're like playing break stuff. Which
His
have you
song
heard
Break
break stuff?
No,
You've not heard break stuff by Limp Bizkit?
I don't think so.
It's just one of those
Oh yeah,
Like,
when you don't want to wake up.
yeah, dude. That's
you know,
awesome.
like he's like when people talk about being white boy wasted, Limp Bizkit immediately comes to mind. Like this is
And the music, the guy in charge of the whole thing's like, yeah, he should not have been trying to rile up the crowd like that. Like, you hired him to do this.
Exactly.
Like, he's doing exactly what you could have wanted.
This dude's like, oh, it's complete plausible deniability. I'm just a businessman having this great music festival, and this very violent guy with a red hat.
You got the Red Hot Chili Peppers, and the bassist is completely naked.
Flea was completely naked.
Dude.
Yes.
But people got raped there.
Oh my gosh.
It was
Sexually
horrible.
assaulted.
Like, it's
so many
bad.
sexual assault claims came out of it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So many. It was insane.
I'm surprised.
All because you had to pay $12 for a burger?
No, because the people that they
It
were
was also
drawing.
there's a bunch of bad stuff going on. But
Yeah, you're drawing the top of the groups that you have that you've scheduled. You're drawing in these types of people. You know what I mean? Like you can be a Korn fan, you can be a Limp Bizkit fan, and not be a sexual predator. But like,
But Limp Bizkit live makes you want to be a sexual.
like no, like seriously, when you're advertising this thing the way that you
who was
are.
the guy who did the DJing? Was it Moby?
No, that was Fatboy Slim.
Fatboy Slim. Yeah.
This was also during rave culture.
Yeah.
Where you had underground raves, you know, people like taking ecstasy and like
one of those ones?
there's lights everywhere, huh?
It's one of those ones.
Lights everywhere.
There's like not fluorescent, the glow sticks and
Lots of lights.
binkies, you know, people having pacifiers in their mouth. Adults, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wasn't that to keep them from grinding their teeth too much?
That was
smart.
it was
How'd
a
you know
rumor.
that?
It was
I just heard it once. That stuff has like amphetamines in it, which makes you kind of.
I have no idea. All I know is in the 90s I was told, "Oh, this is supposed to help if you're quitting cigarettes."
Binkies?
Yeah, you put some,
I've not heard
it's
that.
called an oral fixation.
That's weird.
Yeah, it is.
Makes sense.
No, it's stupid. It is. it is so stupid. It is stupid.
AJ cut all of this
I
out.
watched the John Wayne Gacy thing on there. I'm watching the Son of Sam. I watched the Ted Bundy.
Ted Bundy.
Which one ran a KFC? Gacy?
He did. I don't think he ran a KFC, but he like while he was in jail at one point, he was in charge of. I think maybe it was Gacy. I don't know.
One of them was a manager of KFC. Got the death sentence on his death. You know, your last meal. He ordered KFC.
It might have been Gacy.
I can't remember if it was Gacy or I can't remember right now. I think it probably was.
There's like no good ones about Jeffrey Dahmer. I got into this serial killer.
What about My Friend Jeffrey? Or My Friend
Is it on
Dahmer, whatever it
Netflix?
is. I don't know. I can't remember. But there's it's a dramatization. The whole thing's like a movie. You know what I mean? Like Zac Efron playing.
Ted Bundy.
That one was good.
Yeah.
Extremely
It
violent.
was good.
Kid.
They really haven't made it to Jeffrey Dahmer yet, but they kind of just killed all of the major serial killers. You know, they've just done more and more stuff. I've listened to so many podcasts of all of the same people so many times, coming at so many different angles. They're all good, but
Jamie Foxx has a movie on Netflix, and I told y'all it's awesome in the chat. But he's killing vampires. It's Day Shift.
Yeah.
That movie is so freaking good, y'all.
I've heard so many people talking about that.
It's so good. Like, y'all have got to watch Day Shift. Very, very good
Day
movie.
Shift.
Yeah. Very cool movie.
did you watch the
got Dave Franco in it, too.
roommate or whatever documentary? It starts out with
The
that
World's Worst Roommate with the old woman?
The old woman? That reminds me of my
I've not
mom
watched
so
them.
bad.
I've
Mom,
not watched them.
don't listen to this. Reminds me of my mom so much, dude.
That's funny.
Like, I don't think she'd be killing people, but
That's funny.
it's hilarious.
You don't think?
I
Need
hope
to
not.
watch that one? That's good?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Okay.
It's pretty
Weird.
good. I'm just kidding, Mom. Just kidding.
Does your mom listen?
I hope she does. Mom, you better listen.
There's one on Scientology, but it's like 6 seasons, and I don't want to get that invested.
Oh, you talking about the Leah Remini thing?
Yeah, is it any good?
Oh God, well, dude, you could. It's. I haven't watched every episode, but it's you generally get the idea of what
Send people.
Scientology's about to kick the bucket.
you just.
I don't know.
You,
It's straight up a cult.
Yeah, I mean it
it's
is.
a cult.
That's what Leah Remini is doing. Going clear was something that this kind of sprouted from. Basically, L. Ron Hubbard was a sci-fi writer. Started a
that's
religion.
all it was.
Yeah, started a religion.
Did he even start it himself? I thought other people started it after
Oh no,
died.
I think he was.
Okay.
He was involved.
Dustin is here. Hello,
They're pretty well convinced that the current president or whatever of the cult of
was like, Joe
Scientology, they're pretty well convinced that his wife is actually dead, and no police will investigate it.
Oh yeah, she
Nothing.
just got like disappeared.
Yeah,
Whoa.
yeah, she's just gone. It won't be investigated. Nobody will investigate it. And here's the thing: it's because the ideas behind Scientology are we want to infiltrate every cultural thing, every political body. We want to get so embedded in this world that we can't be touched. Basically,
Is Tom Cruise still in it?
yeah,
That's what I
yeah.
was
I thought he was out of it.
No, I don't believe so. Katie Holmes might be out of it.
Now I saw some people talking about how they think that he has like superpowers. Like the Scientologist thinks that Tom Cruise can like
He's the next L. Ron Hubbard.
maybe.
What they've done is they've put him up as the poster boy of, like he can't do anything wrong. You know what I mean? And
It's crazy that he is such like no one has a problem with Tom Cruise and he is part of this crazy cult that everyone
Wait,
knows
have
is a
you
cult.
have you seen his interview with Matt Lauer? Now Matt Lauer, piece of trash. Sure, he got busted for didn't he have like a button on his desk that locked the door into his office?
I don't know who
He got caught up in the Me Too thing and got exposed. Got exposed for some pretty nasty things, pretty bad things. Okay.
Yeah.
But like Matt Lauer had a very rough interview with Tom Cruise because Tom Cruise was calling out Kirstie Alley for having like a mental illness. He's like, you don't even know what you're talking about. You're glib, Tom. Or you're not glib, not Tom. You're glib, Matt. You're just completely glib. You don't know these things. I've read these things. Basically, like they came to a full confrontation.
Like Tom Cruise is so egotistical. I cannot stand him. Like I can't
never
stand
hear him talk about anything. I just see movies and he's a good actor.
Yeah, well,
Like,
he's out of the limelight.
I like a lot of his
Since the
movies in
Oprah
spite of
couch
him.
jumping thing, he's been out, or maybe since the divorce. Him and I just said her name.
I thought Katie Holmes.
Katie
I thought he
Holmes.
left because Katie Holmes wouldn't let him see their daughter if he stayed in Scientology. I thought he left back then.
Well,
maybe not.
If he left, that would be. It's crazy that he was just in a movie, because like if you leave Scientology, they hire private investigators to follow you around and take pictures of you just because.
Yeah, they'll like blackmail you just for.
We're probably going to have Scientologists looking into us because of us talking about them. right?
Yeah, we're all gonna
By the way, they
disappear into the ocean.
they've also bought several. They bought several buildings in several cities, and they have it as a storefront for their church, like Church of Scientology. It says
I
on the
know
front,
that they, like-
but they're completely empty.
They were talked
Saw
about
one
on
in
some
Kansas
cult
City.
show on television, and then they bought the show. and they talk about cults still, but they just won't talk about themselves.
Yeah.
Really smart marketing, I guess.
Yeah, like
Got anything else anyone wants to talk about? Any other good movies you've watched or shows?
I haven't watched it, but has anyone seen like the new Avatar is coming out? James Cameron's Avatar.
Way of
The Way
Water.
of Water. Yeah.
So excited.
They're
about
also
that.
re-releasing it, I think.
Yeah. Well, they're rerunning the first one in theaters for a brief period. Yeah.
Yeah.
People are going to go.
Because it's been
That's fine.
30 years since we've seen the first one.
Yeah. The first
No,
one came
hadn't
out
even
in
been that.
2009. It's legit
Yeah.
been like 13 years.
Oh, I thought you said 30.
I did.
Oh.
It's felt like 30 years. I
It
was
does
but a
kinda
wee
feel like
boy
30.
back then.
Listen. Oh, go. Sorry.
I was just gonna say I watched The Gray Man on Netflix.
I need to watch
I've
that.
heard of it.
I watched it.
It's okay.
It's a decent action flick. Like it's it's a decent action flick.
Yeah.
Dude, have you guys seen Dota?
I've heard of the
On
the
Netflix,
game.
They have
On
a, they have
Netflix,
an
yeah.
animated series
yeah,
on it.
like
I'm not a fan of the
Dragon's
animation
Blood or
style.
something.
Yeah, it's just like D&D or Pathfinder or any of
Yeah.
that. It's just an animated series of it, and it's sick.
yeah, it was good.
Sounds cool. I've got to see.
Also on Netflix, the Dragon's Dogma anime.
Dude,
Wait,
yes,
what?
that was
There's
so
an anime
sick.
of Dragon's Dogma.
Yes.
You didn't know that?
Good.
Watch
So
it.
good.
Watch
Dude.
it.
I will. I did
It's-
not know that existed. I have to
it's-
see it now.
Have you played Dragon's Dogma? Have
Yes,
you
and
have you beat it?
I have not beaten it, but I have played it.
Okay,
and it is
then I
fantastic.
can't say anything.
Well,
You might want to beat it before you watch it.
why not both?
If you beat Dragon's Dogma, you'll understand what's going on. Otherwise, you'll think, okay, this is just a random.
Oh, it
random
takes
set.
place like after the story of the game.
I can't tell you anything without just blowing the game wide open.
There we go.
Gotcha.
All right, well, I've got to play Dragon's Dogma now.
I've sunk so many hours into Dragon's Dogma. It is
That game is
ridiculous.
awesome.
It
That
is
game
stupid.
So good.
It was one of those games that like it didn't hit critically whenever it first released, but then it like just became this cult classic.
Yeah.
And it got re-released on PC, and when it got re-released on PC, it took off.
Yeah, Dark Arisen. That's the
Dark Arisen.
PC, yeah.
I only played Dark Arisen.
See, I played the original one on PS3, I think.
Yeah, my buddy had it on like Xbox 360, and it's just one I never got around to way back when. But then I found it on Steam when it re-released, and I thought, I always wanted to play that.
Well, that's one of them that like I enjoy the.
I hope so.
I enjoyed the game, and like I didn't think it caught the kind of acclaim that it should have because it's a really good game.
Yeah.
So when it re-released on PC on Steam, I'm like, you know what? I own this on PS3, but I will give them my money again.
Yeah.
Like I choose to. That's
Love that.
I've never heard of it.
Dragon's
It's a
Dogma?
great game. You got to check it out sometime.
I've heard
You will
things.
not regret it.
I
Okay.
got it when it came out on PS4. I think it was free.
yeah. I think it's been. Yeah,
I love how in
it's
that
old
game
now,
You can
so.
climb on the big monsters instead of just smacking them in the heel till they fall down.
That's important.
I mean, it really is. It feels good, and I want that in more games.
Well, this has been a very rare sight in common with that AJ.
Yeah. Everybody but AJ.
Everybody but AJ. No, AJ needs to be here for everything. He is
Yeah.
the master.
Yeah.
It's been fun. It's been a fun 2 hours.
Yeah.
Now he gets to hear this.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
gonna.
See you later, AJ.
We talked about how awesome AJ is for a good 15 minutes in the middle of
He'll
it.
cut
Yeah.
that out.
Probably, that's what I said.
No, him. Yeah.
Well, he's gonna have to do some editing already because we got something to beep out from Kyle.
Yeah.
What? Me too.
Yeah.
I came in
What'd I
and
say?
know y'all recording.
Yeah. I don't know if it picked you up or not, but yeah.
I didn't even hear what he said.
What did I say?
Hold on.
Yours wasn't too bad.
No, it wasn't bad.
Okay, good. Let's hurry because I got something else to say.
All right, but yeah, check us out Mondays and Fridays on the stream.
Check out our Insta. Check out our Facebook. We always post updates on the Facebook, so check those out.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yeah.
Check out Tiger Skull RPG. And we'll see you in a little bit when we actually finally get to fight the orphanage people.
Bye.
Bye.